003 Australia, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
UDX 791, back there, Joe. Needle Bender 176 down under, calling Joe.
Sounding good there, Needle Bender 176. We got you in there, brother. Sounding very good up here, Trevor. 176 Australia, UDX 791 waving. We kind of lost you in there. 43 Needle Bender 176 Australia, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
UDX 791. UDX 791. Do you want a QSY, Joe? QSY 410. QSY 410, Joe. Roger.
QSY.
791. Do you copy there, Joe?
Yeah, QSL 100% there, Trevor.
Oh, good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Long time no hear. I just heard your call phone in between all the noise there, so I thought I'd give it a go there. How you keeping, Joe? Come back?
Yeah, we're doing good. I hope I'm sounding okay. I just got my RCI 2980 WX radio back from the shop. It was in a shop in Southern California since June 7th, and it took that long to fix it. They're kind of backlogged with repairs, so I just picked it up at the post office today. How's it sounding? I'm Barefoot.
Yeah, sounding okay. I can't really fault it there. I think it's sounding like it should there. No problem at all there, Joe. I know what it's like how long it takes some of these radios to get repaired. I had one in for about 6 months. 6 months, and you still didn't, when I got it back, it still wasn't fixed properly. But anyway, I ended up buying a new radio. I bought a new radio this way there, Joe. I bought a new 710, a new 710 Yaesu, Roger.
Oh, it sounds beautiful, man. Well, I tell you what, Trev, you're smoking in here as usual, up into the red. Good audio, not a problem. Sounds like you are sitting right beside me in this radio room. I'm just glad you can hear me Barefoot. I got the power on this thing's peaked up a little bit. We're putting out about maybe 30 watts there, Roger.
Oh, 30 watts. Oh, you're doing well. About a 3 to 4. The signal's about a 3 to 4, which is pretty good. The conditions are half okay, but they're not fantastic. So you can put a little bit of power to that later there. It should work just fine there, Roger.
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, we can crank it up to like 200 watts. And then I got a Texas Star 500 here as well. But I just trying it out just to see how this thing's working. I just took it out of the box. They shipped it back to me. I just want to make sure he did a good job. And so far, so good. It's working. Yeah.
It sounds pretty much like last time I spoke to you. From memory, it sounds pretty much the same when you last had a game there. So, it sounds like I think he's done a pretty good job there. What was wrong with it there? What was wrong with it there, Jake?
It stopped transmitting. First of all, it was the AM that went, and then the FM, and then all of a sudden I was talking to somebody, I think it was actually in Australia, and I was talking to this guy, and all of a sudden I couldn't transmit anymore on sideband, so something in there went. And I'm not a techie. We don't have any techies on this small island, so I actually had to ship it down to Superior CB Inc. Near Los Angeles. They kind of more specialize in RCI, and they fixed it up pretty good.
Oh, yeah, understand there, Joe, yeah. It's the same here. My nearest radio repairman is about 2 hours drive away. 2 hours drive away in western suburbs of Melbourne, and there's 2 hours back again. But anyway, it's worth the trouble there, Joe. It's working well there. And what's been happening up your neck of the woods there? How's your summer been going, Kamak?
Yeah, it's been a beautiful summer, Trevor. Absolutely beautiful. Doing a lot of watering in the garden because it's been dry. And now we are officially into fall. We're just into fall here now, and I know your seasons are opposite, so I'm assuming it must be spring down under, Roger?
Roger there, Joe. Yeah, we're into the third week of spring. Third week of September, third week of spring there. So I think today is the first warm day. Usually the start of spring things start warming up, but it's been like winter. We even had snow there a week or so ago. a little bit of snow. I'm glad it's finally warming up. It's probably only about 20 degrees. Probably about 20 degrees, but that's a lot warmer than it has been, come back.
Wow, I didn't know you had snow in your area there. We're 20 here as well, 20 degrees Celsius with sun and scattered clouds. You're not in Sydney, are you?
No. Down 150 kilometres north of Melbourne, below Sydney there. But yeah, we're up here on top of the mountain, of course, 600 metres, so it tends to get a bit cold there, Roger.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you're up higher elevation. That's right. I remember you telling me that before, because we grow a lot of eucalyptus trees here on our island, and the ones that do well here are the seed was collected up at higher elevations, the hardiest ones come up from Kosciuszko, and we grow a lot of gum trees here, but they're kind of from up in the mountains, Roger.
Ah, yeah, I got you there, Joe. Yeah, for sure. No, I know you like your garden there, mate. Sounds like you've got quite a few Aussie gum trees down there. What you told me last time there, I spoke to you there, a lot of Aussie gum trees in your garden there. So that's great there, Connect.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of them around town too. Over the years, I've sold some to people, but I've planted a bunch around our town years ago, and they're big trees now. I was actually in town yesterday admiring a few of them. There was a spinning gum, a cider gum, and a snow gum, all within close proximity, growing right in the middle of town. And they're big trees. They look absolutely beautiful. Really nice when they get their flowers on them. The bees really like them.
Oh yeah, that's it. And they start to flower. Yeah, I know what you mean. There, Joe. No, all good, mate. All good. So just been mad storms. Lots of bad storms about a month ago up here. I had the antennas folded down, but there was a hell of a lot of mess around my property here. And just climate change, I think, Joe. We had about five or six weather fronts, one after the other. There's only like maybe 12-hour breaking between a couple of them. And it was just, mate, the winds were, I don't know, 120, 130 k's an hour. And I'm still cleaning the mess up. A big tree come down across my driveway, a big gum, and it took me 5 days to cut it up with a chainsaw. And it took me about 4 days to split it all with the motorised wood split up. And I'm just starting to bring it back up to the house there. I've done a couple of loads this morning there, come mate.
Hey, good firewood, man. You know what? I split a few cords each year for firewood, and I got one woodshed still full of eucalyptus firewood because we had a bunch of our big gum trees cut down a few years ago. Takes a good year to dry that stuff out, but good on you, man. Is that how you guys stay warm in the winter there? Do you have a wood stove, Roger?
Yeah, Roger, that's the one there, Joe. Yeah, there's no real economic alternative up here. Gas is really expensive, bottled gas, and of course we've got no mains gas because we're out in the middle of nowhere here. So that's the only really option there. There's the wood there. So I've been burning. The fire's sort of been going 24/7 since the middle of April. Probably the middle of April there. It's been going 24/7, Roger.
Hey, Roger, on that there. Well, we do the same thing in the winter months there, Trev. That's how we heat our house here. We use wood only, so we have an airtight Pacific Energy wood stove. And because the only other heat we have here in our house is electric heat, and it's really expensive, electric baseboards. There's no natural gas on this island, just probably because we're on a small island, pretty rocky. People do have propane and oil, and then there's people that have also solar, right? They have solar energy, but wood stove is probably the most common one on this island. It's probably the cheapest way to heat your house there, Roger.
Yeah, that's the one. Pretty much the same as here. Yeah, I've got solar. We've got 2 solar systems here, but I still haven't got enough to run probably, unless the sun's shining all the time, I probably haven't got enough enough electricity to run the electric heaters. Because they suck so much power. But anyway, the wood does the job, and then there's plenty around, so you might as well use it. If you don't use it, it just becomes a bushfire. Just becomes a bushfire hazard, Roger.
Yeah, it's good to clean up all the fuel for fires, right? Because that's why you get a lot of these fires that burn out through the forest here. There's a lot of fuel underneath the trees, and if you clean up that fuel, well, there's less stuff to burn there, QSL.
Yeah, that's right there, Joe. That's pretty much what I do around my property there, especially down the driveway. So if I have to piss off up there in the middle of a fire, I'm not driving through a double griller. Otherwise, I might be driving through like a double griller there with a little wood burning on each side of the driveway. So my driveway's about 300 metres long. 300 metres long there, Roger.
Yeah, you got a long driveway, 300 meters. Wow, we're about 900 feet from the Pacific Ocean here where I live, and our frontage of our property is 330 feet. So it's still fairly good frontage, but yeah, 300 meters, man, that is big. That's over 1,000 feet.
Yeah, no problem. No problem there, Joe. All good, mate, all good. And all the family's keeping well your way there, come back?
Yeah, you betcha. We're always keeping busy, right? My wife is an artist, so every Saturday morning, it's my ritual to set her up at the Saturday market. I'm there usually about 6:45 in the morning, setting up her 10 by 10 tent, hauling all her art out there and her art cards and tables and this and that. And then at 3 o'clock, I go down there and pack everything up again. But that ends at the end of October, gives me a bit of a break. And then once the rainy season comes, I don't have to water the garden anymore. I can roll up the hoses and spend a little bit more time in here. So that's what I do. And this is a good hobby for the really lousy weather. I spend a lot more time in the radio room.
Yes. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's pretty useful up here too. The shitty we get up here, real cold, and without the radio, it'd be pretty miserable existence there. But that's great there, Joe. My daughter's overseas at the moment. My daughter's overseas. She's gone to Indonesia, gone to Borneo, Indonesia. They've gone to see the elephants and the orangutans. The elephants and the orangutans. So I think she gets back at the end of this week there. She's been over there for a week or so already, and so yeah, I'm looking after her two dogs. Her two dogs at the moment. I've already got 2 dogs, so I've got 4 dogs here at the moment there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, on that there. Well, I'll tell you what, she's gonna have a good time in Indonesia. That's just north of isn't that just north of like Cairns, Australia? You go up north and then you're basically up into the islands of Indonesia. And one of those islands in Indonesia actually has the Komodo dragon on them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, directly above Australia is New Guinea. New Guinea is directly above Australia, but a bit to the left of that, like closer to above Western Australia, that's where Indonesia is up there, but still not very far. It's still not that far from Australia. So yeah, she's gone to Borneo. It's a very big island, Borneo, north of the main island of Java. And so she's gone up there, yeah, to see the orangutans, and she's sent me a few photos on Facebook, and looks like she's having a good time there, Roger.
Oh yeah, that's fun, man. I'd love to do that. I mean, I've talked there a lot on my radio here, but I've never been to Indonesia. I'd also like to go to Australia. It's a long flight from Vancouver or Victoria. For you guys, I don't know how long it'd take to get to Indonesia. I'm guessing, maybe about 4 hours?
Yeah, probably 4 or 5. It takes probably 2 or 3 just to get over to the top half of Australia, and then another couple or so to get to Indonesia. But yeah, probably about 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Come back.
Yeah, Australia's a big country, and then I say that to people. People don't realize how big Australia is. They look at it on a map and they think it's a smallish kind of island in the South Pacific. I said, it's just about the area on it's just about as big as mainland USA.
Yeah, so it's nearly as big there. A little bit short, but nearly as big as North America. That's correct there, Joe. And no, all good, mate. All good there. And great to catch up there, mate. I won't hold it any longer there. I've got to go do a few quick things around the place, but great to catch up again there, mate, Roger.
All right, thanks, Trevor. Hey, thanks for coming back to me, my friend. Always good to hear you out there, and I'm really happy. I'm making the trip barefoot today, and you enjoy the DX out there. Enjoy your spring, and we'll talk sooner than later, man. Cheers and beers from UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific, Trev.
No problem. All the best to you and your family. And as you probably noticed there, I've got a new call sign. I've been inducted into the Needle Bender Club, so I'm mainly using the Needle Bender 176 now, Roger.
You betcha. I'm putting you in my logbook as 43 Needle Bender 176. Sounds good, buddy.
No worries, Joe. Wishing you well, mate. Look forward to next time in contact. 73s, cheers and beers, Roger.
Thanks, bud. Cheers and beers to you, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day. UDX 791 on the side, and we'll be QSY.
Bye.
Take care.